I'm really excited because today we're going to be talking about vibrators, which you know I am just all about. I was sent recently these two toothbrush looking things, and they're Zumios. I don't know if you guys know what Zumio is, but it's created by a woman for women for masturbating. There's two different ones, obviously. There's this one, which has a little bit thicker of a tip. Let me see if I can get this closer. And there's one that's got like a skinnier tip. I know it's kind of out of focus. The skinnier tip is one that goes faster and is a little bit more intense than the one with the fatter tip. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I was pretty nervous about using these products because when I opened them, I knew that this is what they looked like, but I was like, what? How am I supposed to use these like mechanical toothbrushes to masturbate, to pleasure myself? I was really confused, and to be honest, I was a little bit nervous about it. I put it off for, a couple extra days, and I felt bad about it because I made a partnership with Zumio, and so I needed to try them out, but I didn't really have the courage to do it. And it's the first time I felt that way since, probably since the first time I tried a vibrator. And what was really interesting about it was I tried both of them in the same session. So I didn't have two of them going at the same time. It wasn't like anything like that. It was like I tried out one, and then I would try the next one. And then I would try out one, and then I'd try out two. And so it was like I could feel the difference between the two. The one that I liked the best is actually the one called the Zumio S. So Zumio S is actually the one that has the thicker tip on it. And I like this one because it was a little bit softer on my clitoris, it was a little bit softer on my vulva, and it also had a lot of just like versatility with it. So I felt really comfortable inserting it inside me. I felt really comfortable just kind of moving it around. Whereas with the one that is a little bit more intense, the Zumio X, it was so fast and so intense that I had to really be careful where I put it. So on places that I had shaved to get at, a ingrown hair or something, the Zumio X was really not good for. It went across some really hard places, and it hurt, and it didn't do anything that I really needed it to do. But then once I got it closer to my clitoris, inside my vagina, it was able to give me that pleasure, but I had to find where that spot was before I could really enjoy this product. Whereas with this one, the Zumio S, I was able to immediately fall in love with the product and understand what was going on. And so one of the things that's really interesting about this is it's got a button on the front that turns it on, and then it's got essentially like an infinity symbol. And the bottom of the infinity symbol means less intense, and the top means more intense. And so as you continue on and you're holding the product like this, or like this, whatever works for you, you're able to easily access the buttons on the side to make it go faster or not as fast as you want. And so it's easy to use and it's easy to grip, but let's say that you want a little bit extra kick and you want a little bit more oomph in your masturbation session. Well, then the Zumio X is what I would recommend, because Zumio X is something that, like I said, is a lot more powerful, but at the same time, it really gets you off, and it gets you off quickly. So let's say you're in a rush and you're super horned up, but you need to get that quick release, or you're feeling really stressed out and you don't have a lot of time, but you know that if you masturbate, it'll just be really soothing and wonderful for you. Then the Zumio X is what I would go with, because it is quick, it is fast, and it also pleasures you immediately. Whereas with the Zumio S, you can take your time. So I love to take my time. I like to have an hour to just kind of build myself up, tease myself a little bit. So the Zumio S was something that really worked for me. But I know I've been essentially on the go, and I wanted to masturbate or release that stress, and the Zumio X is something that you could easily just slip into your bag or go back to your hotel room or go back to your house, use for 5-10 minutes, get off, have a great rest of your day, and continue going on about your day. So it just kind of depends on what you're looking for. At the end of the day, Zumio is a really great brand. that is dedicated to helping women experience pleasure in ways that they haven't experienced it before. So I highly recommend them. If you are at all confused or nervous like I was about using the product, just please send me a DM or an email, and I would love to talk to you about it. I am very open about which sex toys are great, which sex toys aren't great. Zumio is one of those products that, while yes, it does look a little bit strange, and yes, it has a higher price point, but at the same time, it's gonna work. It's gonna get you off, and it's specifically designed for women or vagina havers by women/vagina havers, which is fucking amazing. So try out Zumio, and we'll see you soon.